Hey guys, welcome back to Crypt of the Serpent King. Last we left off, we found out we were at the very last level with this next level. And the only enemy we have yet to encounter is that snake right there. The only enemy we haven't found left. Only problem I see is him having a kind of a small hitbox, so... Yeah, the final level at normal difficulty. Just 100. How did I get 250 then? I think I died somewhere. Yeah, that's whatever. Unlock, yeah. Okay. Let's get this final level over with. God. They'll be glad because once this is over with, you know, that's one less to take a sip of my morning coffee, but one less Let's Play I have to worry about. Oh wow, open doors? Why wasn't this part of the other earlier in the game? I'll leave that. Like I said, this game doesn't actually look terrible. It looks pretty nice. I mean, for an indie game, just like I actually I wouldn't mind this game if it had more story to it, and the combat was probably just tweaked just a little. Because again, I don't mind. Oh yeah, he's just. There we go. Wow, he took quite a bit of health off me. So let me go. Go get that healing out of back there. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's way faster. Oh my god, I'm guessing the enemies just auto-generate, because goddamn, there's nobody back here. Like earlier. But yeah, this game isn't, you know, definitely not winning awards anytime soon, but I do have to praise its looks. It doesn't actually look that terrible. God dang it. You know, for the combat, I don't know how I would change it. I mean, adding a block for you and enemies, it might change, you know, the... Oh man, that barely healed me. That might change some of the aspects of it, you know. Like, it add more depth to the combat, which just... What the heck? Oh, that's probably some copyrighted music right there. Yeah. Hopefully it isn't copyrighted music, but the game's not, well, I wouldn't say really games nowadays. It's kind of always been that way, but it's a little frustrating to deal with. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely like a block or something would change the dynamic of this game. A little bit, but it'd be, I think, a needed change. That way you could, you could actually fight multiple enemies without being in too much fear of just getting killed. Oh my gosh. Still waking up. But yeah, pretty interesting mechanics. With the doors, at least. Well, I wouldn't say interesting. That's kind of should be standard. I'm just saying it's interesting that they kind of like waited till like the very last level to have this. And I think it would have been a bit nicer. Like I would want to see what this game would look like. Once, like if you had a story to it, and you added like some type of objective other than just collecting items, collecting keys. Like if you made it like a Dungeons and Dragons type of deal where you have to slay a final boss at the end, but you have to journey through this maze-like dungeon. It definitely would probably do a lot more to at least capture my attention and me want to play this game. Even though I'm playing this game right now, I'm just doing it dang it. I'm doing it mostly to finish this series I started. And the fact that I paid money for this game. Damn, he fucking got me as I just... but... okay. Yeah, that's one thing I would like to see, how different this game would be if you added a little bit of a story and something else actually to do, some actual type of lore, some other items to find, maybe a hub to go back towards, like a little village. If you put something halfway towards like what the first Diablo game was, and made it, like if the first Diablo game was kind of like put into this first-person mode, I think it would be pretty awesome to see something like that. To actually have a first-person view of Diablo. This game doesn't necessarily, I'm not saying it has to be Diablo, but if it was something towards that manner, you had, kill the demon at the end of these levels, the final boss, which you have to do in this game too, but it's definitely hasn't really been built up in that fight. Unlike Diablo, where you hear of all of Diablo's exploits, taking over that little church the Sanctum, and capturing the king. I'm kind of forgetting the names off the top of my head, but yeah, it's been a while since I jumped into that. I've read one of the books in Diablo just a while back ago. It actually had a pretty cool story. It was trying to. I don't want to get the game. I mean, not the game, the book right now, but it was basically the gist of the story was like these four adventurers stumble upon some secret chest, secret ancient treasure, and all that. And then one guy of the group finds this really cool, elaborate armor, and the armor is sort of like compelling this adventurer to put it on. Just how like the ring in Lord of the Rings works. It kind of just naturally draws people to it. And eventually he puts it on. He's like, oh yeah, I love this, and this guy's not like the greatest adventurer, but once he puts it on, he finds out that he's no longer really having control of his own body, and the armor is just like moving about in its own ways. And his friends try to help him get out of it, but it has like all these ancient magics that their weak ass wizard can't do shit about. And the armor is was from some war general who basically had power to control demons. And the armor was trying to assemble itself together. So what ended up happening was that the guy in the armor just went on this pretty cool adventure. Took a boat. He ended up killing a kraken. Along the way. And eventually made it to I can't think of the name of that city. It's like it's something with it was featured in part in the second game, the desert city, like Lowlick or something like that. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But like it, you know where you'll know where it is if you played Diablo 2. That desert city. That's like the second or third area you go to in the game. Is like that's where the armor was going up to, because the armor was missing the helmet. And the helmet was controlled by a guy, basically another war general, who was trying to take over the city. Just a few days, actually, after the Wanderer, that the hero from Diablo 1 went to the city and actually left, which was pretty neat. They kind of like wrote that little tie-in in there. But it's short, so it's not like the Wanderer actually has any major roles in there. I guess it's scrolling through all the different enemy types. Yep, I think those were level 2. What level were those guys? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Unless those are the bosses. Heck yeah, those are I think were the bosses. Yeah. Yeah, definitely would not recommend normal difficulty. Yeah, that's definitely, pretty lackluster game. And the graphics are decent quality. Not the best, but not the worst. Combat's too simple, too boring. There's really no depth to it. Just swing your sword and don't get hit. There's not much of a story, which it's the one thing that I could generally forgive most games. This doesn't have anything. No lore behind it. Like, why am I killing this king? This Serpent king? But whatever. I paid money for the game, so that was more of my biggest motivation in actually finishing this damn thing. So, if I made, thousands of dollars on YouTube like every month or something, I probably wouldn't be like, man, I probably wouldn't even play through this shit. But it's like, being that I don't, it's that's generally going to be my biggest motivation in actually completing games, especially if they're terrible and I paid, some decent amount. I mean, this game I think was only about, it was under $10, that's for sure, which, I guess I kind of got my money's worth. Someone sort of being very cheap it is, but honestly it probably isn't even worth, probably wouldn't even, even if it was on sale, I probably would be very hesitant to recommend this game. But yeah, there you go. That was most of the game. I might redo level 3 just so you guys, well, no, you probably ain't gonna even watch that, so I'm not even gonna bother with you guys. I'll probably just play this game, just to get the rest of the damn trophies, just 100% it another day. But that's when, that's definitely for another time. That's not now. I'll come back to this game to finish up, trophies on the PlayStation Network another day. But anyways, if you guys liked and enjoyed this content, please don't hesitate to hit that like or subscribe button. And until next time, guys, take care.